Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson we will work on one part of the past numeracy test paper. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. This section is a non-calculator part, so we have to do without calculator. So questions 27. Holly is saving to buy her first car. She created a table to keep track of her savings. So X is the amount of month, and then the Y value is the amount in Holly's saving account. Complete the rule for the linear relationship between the amount of money Holly's saving account and the number of months of saving. So first of all, so we need to complete the rule here, which is we need to find a number, okay, in front of the X. In another word, we need to find the gradient. So we know that Y is mx plus c. And we have the Y is equal to mx. And we know c. C is 230. So we plus 230. Now to work out the value of m, so we can just use any of these point, okay, 2 and 310, or we can use 5 with 430. So let me just use the point X is 2 and Y is equal to 320. So that we can find the value of M. So let's just pick that, and you can pick any other points, of course, and you should get the same answer. So Y is equal to 310 M times X. X is 2, and we add 230. So to work this out, we need to get rid of this 230. So we minus 230 and we minus 230. So that cancel out. So on the left hand side, so we have 310 we minus 230. So let me just quickly work on here. 310 minus 230. So 0 minus, that's equal 0. We borrow 10 from here, so that becomes 2, that becomes 11. So 11 minus 3, so 10 minus 3 is 7, and 1 is 8. And then 2 minus 2 is 0. So therefore, we have 80 on this side, which is 2 times m, which is 2m if you like. So what I do, I divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. So that cancel out. So 80 divided by 2 is 40. So therefore m is 40. So this answer here is 40. So there you go. Michelle bought a pair of sunglasses which cost $19.50 before goods and service tax, GST, okay, was added. How much did Michelle's sunglasses cost after adding the 10% GST? So we just need to work out 10% of GST and we add on top, okay? So what we do, so $19.50 we times 10%. So that is the GST. So we just cancel this, and then 19.5 divided by 10. So we just move the decimal point on this side. So that is cancel these zeros. So that is 1.95. Okay, so that is dollars. So now that is $1.95. That is GST. So we need to add on top of $19.50. So we just go $19.50. We add $1.95. So 0 plus 5 is 5. And 5 plus 9. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay. So we put the 4 here and carry 1. The decimal point, we need to write this down. And then 9 plus 1 is 10. We add another 1 is 11. And we put a 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 2. So that is $21.45. So $21.45. So there you go. Question 29. Harper has a tablecloth with an area of 3 square meters. What is the area of his tablecloth in square centimeters? So to work this out, first of all, So we need to know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So if we don't know, so we start from here. Kilometers, followed by meters, followed by centimeters, and then followed by millimeters. So from kilometers to meters, we times 1,000. And then from meter to centimeters, we times a 0 less. So that become 100. And from here to here, a 0 less. So now what we do, 3 square meters. So from meters to centimeters, we times by 100. So we times 100. But because of meter square to centimeter square, so we times by 100 again. That's all it is, okay? So this is exactly the same as 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10,000. So that is 3 times 10,000. So 3 times 1 is 3, and we add 4 0. So there you go. So 30,000 square centimeters. So the answer is here. 30,000 square centimeters. So there you go. Question 30. Sam rent a truck from a hire company. The cost to rent a truck is directly proportional to the number of kilometers driven. The rental cost to drive 200 kilometers is $87.50. What is the rental cost to drive 80 kilometers? So let me just set this up first. So we know that 200 kilometers will cost $87.50. So now we need to work out 80 kilometers. So 80 kilometers here. We need to work it out. So therefore, the easiest way to work this out is if we divide this by 10. Because if we divide this by 10, that will give me 20. Now, the reason I divide by 10 is because 80 is multiple of 20. So it is easier, that's all. So now I divide by 10. And this side, I need to divide by 10 as well. So 87.5 divided by 10, we just move this one across. So it becomes $8.75. So now from 20 to 80, what we need to do is we just need to times 4. Because 20 times 4 is 80. So we times 4 here as well. So what I do, so we just go 8.75. We times 4. And when we time with decimal point, we ignore decimal, okay? We treat that as 875 times 4. And then we just count the decimal point at the end, okay? So 4 times 5 is 20. So put a 2 on top. And 4 times 7 is 28. Add 2 is 30. So put a 3 on top. 8 times 4 is 32. So that becomes 35. And then we have 2 numbers up to decimal point. So we go move 1, 2. So $35. Okay. So the answer is 35. And we have a dollar sign in front already, which is write down 35 will do. Okay. There you go. Question 31. Mona can work from home to school following the roads, or she can cut across a vacant block as shown in the diagram below. Along the road, 600 meters east and 800 meters south. So diagram is given. So the question is, how many meters less does she walk by going across the vacant block? So we need to work out the distance from home to school directly. Okay. And we need to work out the distance going this way. So for the first part, so going to long distance, that is 600. We add 800. So 6 plus 8 is 14. So we just write 1400 kilometers. Now to work out this distance here, we use Pythagoras theorem because it's a right angle triangle. So we have x squared is equal to 600 square. We add 800 square. So now what we do, 6 square is 36. And we add 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because 600 times 600. That's what that meant. 6 times 6 is 36. And we add 40. Similarly, for 800 square is 800 times 800. So 8 times 8 is 64. And we add 40. So there you go. So that will give us 36 plus 64. It give me 100. So 100. And this 40, we just need to write it down. So there you go. So that is 1 million. So square root of that. And because 1 million is 1,000 square. So that is 1,000 square. Okay. And then we square root of this. So that should give me 1,000. So therefore, the question is, how many meters less? Okay. So does it work? So therefore, 1,400 minus 1,000. So that should give me 400. So that is 400 meters. So there you go. Last one. This table shows receiving areas of two large radio telescopes. So SKI is 1 square kilometers. And ISKIP is 400 square meters. So therefore, we need to convert to the same unit first. So we can convert 1 square kilometers to square meters. Okay, so will be same unit as this. So from 1 square kilometers to square meters, we know that from kilometers to meters, we times 1,000. But because of a square, so we times another 1,000. That's what that meant. So that means 1 times a million. So the answer is 1 million square meters. So there you go. So the question is, what is the ratio of the receiving area of the ISKIP? So let me just write this down. ISKIP telescope to the receiving area of SKI. So now I just write the number underneath here. So this one here is actually 4,000 square meters. So just 4,000. And because it's same units, I don't need to write unit anymore. So to a million. So there you go. So what I do, I just simplify this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 4 to 1,000. So I can half this, become 2. Half 1,000 is 500. And then we can simplify further. So half of 2 is 1. And half of 500 is 250. So the answer is 1 to 250. So that should be the answer. So there you go. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.